The labor post function allows you to enter labor data for a specific job in SYSPRO. Begin by touching the labor post icon. Scan or enter the SYSPRO job number for which you want to provide labor data. If a valid job number is entered, riteSCAN will display blue text below the job number to indicate the stock code being manufactured. Touch the blue text to display a brief summary of the job. Click OK to dismiss the pop-up summary. Scan or enter the operation number for which you want to provide labor data. If you do not have an operation number and you want SYSPRO to create a dummy operation for this job, you can leave the operation field blank. If you entered a valid operation, the default work center and machine, if any, defined against that operation in SYSPRO will appear in the appropriate fields. You may change those values if necessary. If a valid operation number is entered, a blue text hyperlink will appear to the right of the operation field, showing the beginning of the first narration line for that operation. You can touch the blue text if you want to see a brief summary of the operation. Click OK to dismiss the pop-up summary. You can also click the View Job button to display a list of all operations for the selected job. You can select an operation from this list and touch the Pick button, and all of the operation details will be brought forward onto the main screen. If no default work center or machine appear, you can scan or enter those values as appropriate. Enter the labor values in the appropriate fields, depending on whether the time was spent in setup, startup, runtime, or teardown activities. As you can see, some of the fields are grayed out or disabled. You can use the riteSCAN administration tool to disable any fields that you do not use for collecting labor. Now we'll scroll down to see the remaining fields. You can select the appropriate rate from the drop-down list, scan or enter the SYSPRO employee ID number for this transaction. You can see that I have defined a default employee ID for this operator using the riteSCAN administration tool. Enter the completed quantity, scrap quantity, and scrap reason as appropriate. The reference and note fields are standard SYSPRO fields, and you can set default responses for them as I have illustrated here. Check this box to indicate that the specified operation is complete. Touch Post to complete the transaction, and when the Post Successful message appears, the job in SYSPRO has been updated with the labor data you supplied. This concludes the demonstration of the labor post function. For more information, we encourage you to view the other riteSCAN video demonstrations available on this website.